It's November 26th, and I'm out in the garage fitting the seats. I started off by making this jig that sits 10 inches high, and I notched right in there. And this 1x here provides the leading edge of where the seat goes. And then I mark my lines and try to pull the bevel on the curve of the hull. And the combination of that allows me to fit the seat. Now, it's really critical that I get this right, because this is all the area from here to just on the other side of this is all the area I have to fit the seat. So if I cut this wrong and it ends up going back here, I have nothing to hang it from. It has to hang in here. So I've been a nervous wreck doing this, and to be honest with you, it's better to cut it too long and sneak up on it, which is what I've been doing. So even though I have marks located here, I'll cut 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch out. I've already fitted that seat in the front, and now it's just time to start cutting. In retrospect, I would have done this sooner, before my wife had done all of this caning. This represents a full 24 hours worth of work. She did a great job on it, but 12 or 24, I can't remember exactly which. But I think I should have fitted these seats before she had started the caning, because if I mess this up now, I have to make another seat and she has to redo the caning. So wish me luck. So here goes the first test fit, and this should be wrong. It should actually, instead of fitting in here, it should fit in somewhere back here. At least I'm hoping, because otherwise I may have messed up the first cut. So we'll put it in, line it up, and bring it forward, and it shouldn't go all the way, and it doesn't, and that's good. That's good, because I've cut this too long, and it needs to keep coming forward. So just so you can see, I'll undo what I've done, slide it out, and put this back, and now show you. You can see that here's the line. Can you see that? And I cut it out here, and that's the way it is all the way around. So I'll go in, I'll trim a little more off, and a little more off, and a little more off, and just keep going until I get where I need to be. I've made the second cut, and this time I only cut at this end. I didn't cut all the way forward, because I wanted to see how the forward one looked. And I'm pretty happy with the aft. And I need to cut the aft off a little bit more. Actually, it's backwards. This is forward, so I need to cut the forward ones a little bit more. And I'm not going to yet cut the this one, the aft end, until probably the next round. And it's just back and forth, just a little bit, just a little bit. Can't mess this up. Cannot mess this up. So I'm literally, every time I take a saw to this thing, I'm a nervous wreck. So let's just take our time. It's time to fit the seats. And each new step in building this canoe is one of trepidation. You know, you glue the strips on, you get it faired really nice, and then you have to fiberglass it. If you never fiberglassed before, it's kind of scary. It really isn't, but you know, you just think it is. And then the same thing with you know, fitting the gunnels. You're not exactly sure, so you're a little worried about doing it. Well, I was a little worried about cutting these seats down, and it was challenging. There's no doubt about that. You don't get many opportunities to mess this up, but managed to get this cut down. I actually did better on the back seat than I did on the front seat. The back seat was the second one I did. The front seat was, you know, the first. You do the front first in case you mess that up. It's wider, so you can use it then on the back. But in any case, it's now time to hang the seats. And to do that, I have to drill through the gunnels. Now, it would be really nice if my gunnel was flat, but it's not. My gunnel angles in, and that's caused me some concern. But there's really nothing for it. I just have to go and do it. I've drilled some pilot holes, and now I'm going to drill through and hope I don't screw this up. Now to figure out where I need to drill in the seat, I'm going to take the bolt, I'm going to drop it in, and I'm going to let it tell me where I need to be. And boy, that's not great. I don't know if you can see, I thought I was going to be good, but I'm actually kind of aft a little bit. I'd like it to be more forward. So I'll see if I can fix that. Now the nice thing about this is if I do mess this up, all I have to do is put a plug in and I can continue on. But let's see if I can get a bit more of an angle. I like that better. Yep. And it's okay if this hole is a little big because it's eventually going to get wet and it's going to swell shut and kind of lock this carriage bolt in place. So let me mark that and we'll move on. Now, you know what? No, I don't have any paint handy. Yep, got a mark on that. Over to the other side, and let's see if I can do a little better. I start in reverse just to try to keep the drill bit from walking. That kind of dimples the wood for me. And I have this piece of scrap, and I'm holding it underneath so that I don't blow through on the bottom. Just want to see how that looks. No doubt that one went better. I have a couple more holes to drill. I'm going to turn this off and we'll come back when I'm actually ready to fit the seat. Well, nothing is ever as easy as they show you on the internet, obviously. But got the seat in. And I'll go ahead and remove this jig. And there's the seat. These bolts are not set all the way down yet. I'll get to that. What I need to do now is create a sleeve for in here. And I'll work on that next. Do that off camera. But like I said, nothing is as easy as they show it to you on the internet. I drilled this on my drill press, so it was straight 90 down, and you can see that these bolts angle ever so slightly. So when I went to put it in, it obviously didn't fit. So I had to ream the hole out a little bit. Now the good news is that I had drilled with exactly a 1/4 inch all the way around. And it's recommended that you go one size up when you do this, and I had not done that yet. So when I was reaming it out, I basically just went one size up and fixed the problem. But something to watch out for on the next one. Anyway, that's it. Let me get started on creating these sleeves, and this one will be done.